BXB. It's in the game!
When was the last time you told a lie? Was it to a friend? Your partner? Work? The police? The courts? Maybe you were speeding that little bit too much? Maybe you killed a man? Maybe you didn't? Why don't you prove it? This is Bohemian Killing, and this is a BXB game review. My name's Cameron, and today we're going to try and teach you how to stay out of prison. Not really, we're going to play a video game. Bohemian Killing is set in Paris in the early 1900 time, where you play as a man on trial for murdering a woman. The case against you is obviously quite severe, and there's plenty of evidence pointing towards you being a murderer. And since the evidence has already been gathered, there's only one thing that you can do, and that's recall your side of the story. Which means you have to be precise with your answers, consistent with your answers as well. So as you play, you're actually recalling your own memories of the events that happened in the night of the murder. From the people you meet, the items you interact with, everything has to coincide with the evidence to show that you are either guilty or someone else is guilty. Time is a very important factor in this game. Everything happens in real time. And when you interact with certain items, it can take time off. So for example, you click on your dinner and you can spend 20 minutes eating your dinner to advance time. But if some evidence occurs and you're not there at that time, for example at 9:30, a witness saw you leaving your building at 9:30, but you spend too long eating dinner and you get there at 9:45, it's not going to coincide with the evidence, and it's going to appear quite fishy. So the game flicks between both you walking the streets of Paris to the courtrooms itself, where the prosecution is obviously going to try and sell on the fact that you are some kind of deranged murderer. But as you go back to the past in your own memory, you have to find evidence contrary to the fact, whether it be through your own personal journals or letters sent to you. You really need to figure out where all the items are in the game and where you'd find them. So there are multiple ways to play the game, and by that I mean there are different ways to achieve different endings. You could have yourself go through all the right sequences and be able to prove your innocence. You may even be able to go and find a way to frame someone else for the murder. It's all down to how much effort you put into and all the evidence that you compile against someone else. As long as you can prove your innocence, you're in the clear. Or you can do what I did, which was think you are the super hot shit lawyer you believe you can be, and just end up failing miserably with your head cut off on a guillotine. The game is done quite well. Artistically, the environments look quite nice, and the voice work isn't the worst I've come across in the video game world. But one of the strongest points that I've come across is that the game has been helped by an actual lawyer to go through and make sure that everything is as authentic as possible in the courtroom. So I definitely applaud the research being put into this game. It's just a shame I didn't watch How to Get Away with Murder on ABC, because I think that probably would have helped me quite a bit more. So for its innovative storyline and its very interesting way of gameplay, I'm going to have to give this one 4 out of 5 stars. Fantastic work they've done here. So this has been another BXB game review. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been Cameron again, and if you like our stuff, head on over to bxbgames.co.uk. You can also follow us on Twitter at bxbgames. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next review.